go anywhere? Did you see any lights, any colors?
No, what I had was more tactile sensation. The crystals around my hands, they're shaking. They were vibrating. And then it was really cool.
That's the electrical body you were feeling.
It was beautiful.
Very good. And did you feel the passage of time? You know how long you were lying here? Seems endless, huh?
Oh, it seems like
Less than 5 minutes. Amazing, huh?
it was beautiful.
Thank you. Someone else?
No shoes.
No shoes.
I'm going to give you a head pillow. Because I think the crystal will stay on your forehead better.
Another suggestion from my note colleague, if people have any curiosity as to what this is that we're doing, here again I will explain that we are using copper, which is very difficult to assimilate in the body in any form. If you take copper pills or whatnot, it's very difficult for the body to absorb it. So in this way, we take the copper and burn it through the heat of the flame, and it is infused into the body through the pyramidal energy. If anybody wants to feel the energy, we'll do that next. We'll let somebody come up and just hold their hands around the pot, and you'll feel the same energy that you felt in your hands, Tom. That energy is the vibration of the energy of the fire in the, well, you notice the pyramid is like a megaphone here. You know, it's like, it expands the energy. We're burning cow dung because the cow is the most harmless animal in the world. It gives everything to man, asks nothing in return. It eats grass, which grows rather abundantly. So we look at the cow and we say, this cow is the energy of peace, the energy of calmness, the energy of beauty, all the beautiful things that we want, and the giving of the love of itself to human beings. So therefore, when we burn the cow dung, we're burning the end product. And it does smell somewhat like hamburger, believe it or not. It has a very meaty smell to it. So when you eat hamburgers, think about it. Well, you know, you're eating cadaver when you're eating dead meat. So what could it be but medical? Okay, the oil that is used is a pure oil. It's peanut oil, recommended by education. But you ordinarily will use ghee, which is the clarified butter. Same thing you eat your lobsters with, the undersea cockroaches. That again, it's my prejudice. But the true vegetarianism has come upon me again since I got ill eating meat again. But the most important part of it is the human element of chanting, the vibration from the human body and the chant through the fire into the person who's getting it, into each other. And that's about the long and the short of it, Sheldon. And the crystals, oh yes. Well, the crystals I mentioned before on the chakras, they concentrate the energy. They are piezoelectric. They're activated by the fire. And you young lady who's lying here listening so rapidly to what I'm saying, you squeeze those crystals real tight. And as soon as I start chanting, you open your hands and let them lie there, faced up to the sky. Okay? All right, now your job is just to surrender. Just let it go. Okay, here we go again. Om Trayambakam Yajamahe Sugandhim Pushtivardhanam Urvarukamiva Bandhanam Mrityur Mukshiyamamrita Swaha. Om Trayambakam Yajamahe Sugandhim Pushtivardhanam Urvarukamiva Bandhanam Mrityur Mukshiyamamrita Swaha. Om Trayambakam Yajamahe Sugandhim Pushtivardhanam Urvarukamiva Bandhanam mrityurmuksiyamamritat swaha. Om Trayambakam yajamahe Sugandhim pushtivardhanam urvarukamiva bandhanam mrityurmuksiyamamritat swaha. Om Trayambakam yajamahe Sugandhim pushtivardhanam urvarukamiva bandhanam mrityurmuksiyamamritat swaha. Namo Shivaya swaha, 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 Shivaya swaha, Namo Shivaya swaha, Namo Shivaya swaha. Om Bhurvasva Tatsaviturvarenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Yo Yo Na Prachodayatom Swaha. Om Bhurvasva Tatsaviturvarenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Yo Yo Na Prachodayatom Swaha. Om Bhurvasva Tatsaviturvarenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Yo Yo Na Prachodayatom Swaha. Om Bhurvasva Tatsaviturvarenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Yo Yo Na Prachodayatom Swaha. Om Namo Shivaya Swaha, Namo Shivaya Swaha, Namo Shivaya Swaha, Namo Shivaya Swaha, Shivaya Swaha, Namo Shivaya Swaha, Namo Shivaya Swaha, Namo Shivaya Swaha, Namo Shivaya Swaha, Shivaya Swaha, Namo Shivaya Swaha, Namo Shivaya Swaha, Namo Shivaya Swaha, Namo Shivaya Swaha, Shivaya Swaha, Namo Shivaya Swaha. Om Trayambakam yajamahe Sugandhim pushtivardhanam urvarukamiva bandhanam mrityurmuksiyamamritat swaha. Om Trayambakam yajamahe Sugandhim pushtivardhanam urvarukamiva bandhanam mrityurmuksiyamamritat swaha. Om Trayambakam yajamahe Sugandhim pushtivardhanam urvarukamiva bandhanan mrityurmuksiyamamritat swaha. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Thank you all very much. Hallelujah. What is your name? Mary. Did you see any lights there? Triangles. Tell everyone. Tell. Sit up. Tell everyone what you saw.
Like a triangle of light.
A pyramid.
Yeah, the pyramid.
Wonderful. Did you feel any vibrations?
Yeah.
Any colors? No colors, just a
Like
triangle.
light.
Light.
Yeah.
Uh-huh. How do you feel?
Very good.
How'd you feel before you lay down?
How are you, Roy?
Miserable. How'd you feel before you lay down?
That's a good question.
I don't think she understood. What did you say? He said, how did
how did
you feel before you laid
down?
down? Oh, I'm sorry. I know it's all right, but...
Now, here's another interesting thing
Did you get
about
what
this.
you said?
What is your name?
Marie.
Marie, another Marie. Okay, Mary and Marie. All right. I want to tell you about something very wonderful about this process. Besides the fact that the energy is alive and you can feel it, and everybody starts to get lifted from it because of the vibrations, there is also the residual effect of the ash. The ash itself is extremely medicinal. Personally, I know that my mother, when she was alive, God bless her, she had a condition known as restricted blood circulation. And when she was in the hospital, she was about close to 90. She had trouble with her legs, and there was some kind of gangrene and whatnot. And I was on the ashram, and she called me frantically. They want to cut her legs off. I said, Mama, I'm going to send you some salve, which I mixed from the ash and the ghee. And I sent it down to her. I said, Mama, you got to put this on your legs. She says, they wouldn't like the sheets are going to get all dirty. They wouldn't like. I said, what do you want to do? Have dirty sheets or have your legs? So she finally acquiesced and decided that she was going to put the ash on. She did this for 2 weeks, and she walked out of the hospital because we were all saying prayers for her up at the ashram in New York. And with this ash has the property of all the things that we're doing here, in essence. So if you have a cut or a wound or an ache or anything like that, you take a little of this ash with ghee or oil and put it on it, it's got to heal it. I've used it quite often as well. Okay. Marie, your job is to squeeze the crystals very tightly, and then when I start chanting, you release and hold your hands skyward in surrender. That's all you have to do. Just surrender. No thinking. Let the body breathe. Okay? And again. Trayambakam yajamahe sukhantim pushtivardhanam urvarukamiva bandhanan mrityor mukshiyamamritat swaha. Om Trayambakam yajamahe sugandhim pushtivardhanam urvarukamiva bandhanan mrityor mukshiyamamritat swaha. Om Trayambakam yajamahe sugandhim pushtivardhanam urvarukamiva bandhanan mrityor mukshiyamamritat swaha. Om Trayambakam yajamahe sugandhim pushtivardhanam urvarukamiva bandhanan mrityor mukshiyamamritat swaha. Namah Shivaya Swaha, 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 Shivaya Swaha, Namah 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 Shivaya Swaha. Om Namah Shivaya Swaha. Om Bhurbhuva Swaha Tatsavitur Varenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Yo Yona Prachodhayatam Swaha. Om Bhurbhuva Swaha Tatsavitur Varenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Yo Yona Prachodhayatam Swaha. Om Bhurbhuva Swaha Tatsavitur Varenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Yo Yona Prachodhayatam Swaha. Namah Shivaya Swaha, 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 Namah Shivaya Swaha. Om Trayambakam yajamahe sugandhim pushtivardhanam urvarukamiva bandhanan mrityor mukshiyamamritat swaha. Om Trayambakam yajamahe sugandhim pushtivardhanam urvarukamiva bandhanan mrityor mukshiyamamritat swaha. what you saw? Anything happened?
Well, I smelled very beautiful smells from there. That was the first I
The
saw.
spirit comes with beautiful smell, you know?
And
Great blessing.
there was a lot of darkness, and then suddenly like cones of light, red and green, that were kind of like interconnecting.
Red and green. That's heart and,
Red and green purple.
yeah, heart and Mangalara. But also it's purple as well.
And as they were cones, it was like green and then red, and they came to a cone, and as the cones on each side would connect, kind of hit against each other, there was this white light in the center.
It
And
means that your heart and your sex is being purified through this process. So whatever blockages you might have from the heart to the problems you've had in that department have been helped healed.
it was then that went away, and there was like swirling, just swirls of white light through darkness that kept
Well,
coming.
that's your guide. Fine. You do regular meditation?
Yes,
All right. Remember this and meditate on it when you meditate again. Even if you don't see all that, it will be apparent. And also, if you hold crystals in your hand, you'll find that the crystals will recapture the feeling in your regular meditation. And if you have anything, you can burn a candle, which is adequate to give you the same feeling if you like it that much.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you. All right, so we have the medicinal effect of the ash, we have the medicinal effect of the copper, we have the, this is all Ayurvedic, and we have the crystals. All this combination is so powerful that in 5 minutes you see a transformation, you feel the transformation in yourself. Huh. You feel it. Huh?
Okay.
Everybody has a chance. We got plenty of dung, and plenty of fire, plenty of oil, and plenty of chanting. Yeah. So you might be wondering what the chanting means. Anybody curious?
Yes.
All right. The first chant, which is the Trayambakam, means we worship the three-headed God. All right. Please don't talk while I'm talking. I appreciate it. It's hard for the voice to carry. The Trayambakam, the triad, the Trinity. We always have this Trinity in our religious endeavors, and everything is in triangle. The id, the ego, the superego, the paranoia, the schizophrenia, and manic depression. All the phases of man come into a triangle. The strongest, powerful figure in the world is a triangle. Use it on bridges and everything. So we worship the three-headed God. You wanted to hear me? Now you're talking to somebody. So you're not being fair. Therefore, this three-headed God is the essence of the triangle that we worship. And we also pray that when we are released from this mortal coil, that we get separated like the cucumber gets separated from the vine when it's ripe. Try to take a cucumber from the vine before it's ripe. Very primitive, very basic. It won't come off. You'll tear the vine, you'll rip the cucumber, you'll destroy it. But when it's ready and it's ripe, pop, comes right off. That's how we ask to be released from this mortal coil. Very, very beautiful. Any questions? Okay.
Well, the most important aspect of anything that you witness is that you put forth a positive attitude towards what's happening and believe and be sincere, even though sometimes it looks a little strange, because I know I've been through a lot when I first started to teach yoga. They would say, well, you can't use a candle, you can't use a metronome, you can't burn incense, you can't talk about the mind, and you can't say that it's spiritual, and you can't meditate. I said, well, you're looking for an exercise teacher. That's what I went into. Then now, I say, we're out of the closet. They hire you and they don't even ask you what you do, what you wear, nothing. You know, so it's the same with this. Of course, Prakash and I and many of the students have been coming here for years, have witnessed this. And I used it for 2 years when I had cancer, and I know the help I got from this fire, along with many other things. But I know how peaceful I felt when I did fire, and watching it until it went out. So the idea of the whole thing is, if a person comes up here and we put the crystal on them, there's an expectation taking place. There's something that they want to experience. And we have to be sincere and send good vibes to this person, especially positive vibes. I don't have to tell you what's happening on this planet today. I tell you, it's devastating.
Amarula,
Yes.
you just relax, stay in your faith believing, and surrender. Release your hands. Om Trayambakam Yajamahe Sugandhim Pushtivardhanam Urvaikravandhanam Mrtyomachiyamamatat Swaha. Om Trayambakam Yajamahe Sugandhim Pushtivardhanam Urvaikravandhanam Mrtyomachiyamamatat Swaha. Om Trayambakam Yajamahe Sugandhim Pushtivardhanam Urvaikravandhanam Mrtyomachiyamamatat Swaha. Om Namah Shivaya Swaha, 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 Namah Shivaya Swaha. Bhurvasva tatsaviturvarenyam Bhargo devasya dhimahi yo na prachodayat. Om Swaha. Om Bhurvasva tatsaviturvarenyam Bhargo devasya dhimahi yo na prachodayat. Om Swaha. Om Bhurvasva tatsaviturvarenyam Bhargo devasya dhimahi yo na prachodayat. Om Swaha. Om Namah Shivaya Swaha, 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 Namah Shivaya Swaha. Om Trayambakam Yajamahe Sugandhim Pushtivardhanam Urvaikravandhanam Mrtyomachiyamamatat Swaha. Om Trayambakam Yajamahe Sugandhim Pushtivardhanam Urvaikravandhanam Mrtyomachiyamamatat Swaha. Om Trayambakam Yajamahe Sugandhim Pushtivardhanam Urvaikravandhanam Mrtyomachiyamamatat Swaha. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Also, the word svaha, you might be interested to know, has no translatory meaning. It merely means I cast all my poisons into the fire and let them be healed. Guruji used to say, you have matricide, patricide, suicide, come here, feed the fire. Well, what did you see? Anything?
Well,
Can you tell?
I saw like one like
Right.
You felt the electricity? Very good. There was a time lapse? Did you feel that the time stood still or something like that?
Yeah, kind of
Yeah.
suspended.
Because time is only an illusion anyway, you know.
Right.
Anyone have any questions so far? Or are you feeling the vibrations? Anyone is feeling the vibrations? Electrical? Huh? Okay. You may feel your third eye being activated too, the center of your forehead. Because in lotus position, if you sit in lotus position, you are a pyramid. I can't cross my legs like that anymore. I'm getting too old for that. That's a cop out, but what the heck?
How dare you say that in front of an 82-year-old lady?
Right. Yeah,
That's
right.
right, Mother. Well, I'm sorry.
Yesterday I sat this way for 8 hours. I didn't move.
I sat there for 8 hours, I never moved.
That's what happened to me. Guruji says that after you reach the age of 50, you no longer have to sit in lotus.
Oh.
So
Oh, he doesn't sit in lotus, right?
well, he has been sitting in lotus since he was in the womb.
What's his age now?
Over 9 and under 19.
Okay.
That's what he'll tell you if you're asking. But
He's not as old as me, I'll tell you that.
I imagine he is in his late 70s.